lab, we will explore the Azure AI service capability to detect people in the images. So we have seen earlier the computer, how you can make use of computer vision APIs of your Azure AI services to detect different objects, to tag the images, to generate the captions, and also detect the people in the images, right? So now let us see just how powerful this service is, which can very precisely detect the people in the images. And apart from that, we will also see the face API. So face API has more capabilities to detect the human faces. Okay? It deals only with the human faces, wherein it can analyze, it can detect the human faces, and also retrieve the certain features of your human faces. So for these two capabilities, you need to create a Azure AI service wherein you will be using two different APIs. For detecting people, we'll be using the computer vision API, and for analyzing your human faces, we'll be using the face API. So we have already created Azure AI service resource earlier. So we'll be using the same resource as demo detect people. We'll be using this resource. Apart from this, we'll also create one face API service. So search for face APIs here. Create a face API service which will be using to analyze the human faces specifically. So give a name as demo, analyze, and use pricing tier as E0 here. And once you click on review and create, and then start creating. So until the deployment is going to get finished, so let us look at our code. So we have got two files here now, detect people and analyze face. So let us first understand detect people file and what we're trying to do here. So here we have got two images, and in this image, if you see, there's a large building and then there are very tiny people here. So our API will be able to detect these people in the images. And then we have another image wherein you have two people, two person, and here we'll be using our face API to detect the faces of your human and the features. Like this particular face has a glass on it, whether the faces are blurred, if there is any occlusion, if they are wearing any glasses, if they are wearing any mask. So all those features your face API will be able to retrieve. Now let us look at the code files. So here what we are trying to do in detect people code, you are first putting your AI endpoint and key. So as you already know, these are your credentials which we'll be using to call your AI vision client. Okay, so now here you are creating vision service option. You are calling this class and you're creating the object of this class. Okay, and in this particular object, what we're trying to do now, this is your image analysis options. This is your image analysis option object to specify the analysis setting. So what we're trying to do, we are creating the object of your image analysis options class, and in this object you are specifying the feature, that which feature you want to analyze. So here we are setting the feature to analyze as people. We are trying to detect the people in your image. And here what we are trying to do, here we are trying to create a image source object of your specified file. So basically what you are trying to do, you are creating the object for your file that you're trying to analyze. And here we are calling, or we are creating an image analyzer wherein you are passing your service options. Okay, the options that you have selected here, the object that you have created wherein you are trying to authenticate your AI vision client, and your image source file object, and then the options, that feature that you're trying to analyze. So that object we are passing. So three different objects we are passing to your image analyzer. And here then you are creating the object of image analyzer class, that is your image underscore analyzer, and then we are calling the dot analyze method which will actually perform the analysis. So this is how you are trying to call your API to analyze the image. So here image we are trying to analyze is building.jpg, and in your result what we are trying to do, we are checking if your result analysis is successful, that it has been analyzed successfully. Then you are trying to find the people in the image in your result, what it has detected, and we are trying to open the file. And here in this code what it is trying to do, it is trying to draw the context of your image. So basically it will draw a bounding box around your image. So that is why we have imported matplotlib also here to draw a bounding box around the image, and it also provides the confidence score for each of your people that it has detected in your image. And when it comes to analyzing the face, here also you need to specify the endpoint and the key of your face API, and then we are trying to authenticate your face client. So here what we are trying to do, we are calling cognitive services credentials. Okay, we are creating the object of that particular class, and then we are creating an instance of your face client by specifying the endpoint and the credentials that you have specified here. Then we are specifying the facial features that you want to retrieve from the human face. So this is your face attribute type is a class, and what features that you need from that class is occlusion, whether it is blur or not, and if there are any glasses on the human face. So these are the features that we trying to define to retrieve. And then this is your image file path. So here this is the image that we are going to analyze, and what this will do, it will open the image file in the binary mode, and then it will pass the image data, okay, that it has read from your image, and it is going to return the attributes, these features. And so in your features variable you are passing all your attributes that you're trying to retrieve, and return face ID false. So we're not going to return any face ID here. Now we are calling the face API, which will detect the faces in the image with the specified attributes. So if detected faces means if the faces are detected, if there are any faces in your image, then it will print as faces detected, and it will draw the image. So it will try to draw the bounding box around your image or around the face that it has detected. Okay, for each of the face that it has detected, it will print how many face, like face counter, like first count, first face that it has detected. Then it will specify the blur level, because we want to know whether the image face is blur or not. And then it also print whether the face is wearing the glass or not. Apart from that, it will check if any occlusion is present, because we have asked for the occlusion also, right? Occlusion, blur and glasses. So it will detect any occlusion, and it will present whether mouth is occluded or eye is occluded. So it will try to find that. So after that, it will also draw the bounding box around your detected face. So let us try to see how this will generate the result. So by now your face API also has been created. Now go to your keys and endpoint, copy the endpoint of your face API and paste it here in your analyze face Python file, and also copy the key. Copy and paste your key here. And also for detect people, your Azure AI service is this one. So here also you copy the computer vision endpoint for your detect people image, and copy your key value and paste it here. This is going to detect your people. Okay, so let us run this one first, and here we are passing building.jpg. So we're trying to detect the people in this file. Okay, let us run the code now. So here you need to click on your project and open the integrated terminal. Let us give the command python and your file name that you have your code for detecting people is detectpeople.py. Click enter, and now if you see the output, it has detected people in the image, and it is giving the bounding box with the confidence scores, and all your results are saved in detectedpeople.jpg. So here a new image file is generated, and if you see, it has very precisely detected even the tiny human beings in your image. So this is how you can make use of detecting your people in the image using your Azure.ai.vision library. Now coming to analyzing the faces in the image. So now let us run analyzing the faces in the image file python analyze underscore faces.py, and here we are trying to analyze the people.jpg file. And now let us see your output. Two faces it has detected. Face number it gives 1, and blur level low, glasses no glasses, mouth occluded false, eye occluded false, and then face number 2. So second face blur level is low, and it has detected that it has a reading glasses, mouth, eye occlusion false. And here also it is saving your result in detected faces.jpg. So if you see, it has given you the bounding box around the human faces that it has detected in your image. So this is how you can make use of your face API to detect the features or to retrieve the features of the human faces in the images. Thank you.